Brambles will start favourite. Which way are you leaning, boys?
Well, I'm definitely in Brambles' camp. Early in the week, I was Vadavai, his stablemate. Two things swung me. His work here on Tuesday morning, Brambles, was outstanding. He did a mountain of work and still powered to the line. And then the barrier draw, Vadavai, I think, needed a good draw. He came up with 19. Brambles is foolproof as far as the barrier is concerned because he'll roll forward. There's
Vadavai, who won the St Leger very well in Melbourne. Look, I'm with Bart, Pat. I've gone for Brambles. I just think he's a very good horse. He's got a terrific strike rate. He's won the two major races leading in, the Rough Habit and the Grand Prix. They've been good guides. In fact, no horse has actually done the three in the 1 year, but plenty have done one and the other, and I think he's good enough to do the three.
Another race, Bart, that's a nursery of champions, isn't it? I mean, the Tulloch Tales, Kingston Town, Strawberry Road, Rough Habit, they've all won this race.
Yeah, not so much in recent times, but this one might be the exception. I just like the way he's developed here, but Vadavai is a strong stayer, and it's a different type of race. 2,200 metres at Doomben is different to 2,400 metres at Eagle Farm, and they'll be suspecting Brambles today to be the leader. They're not going to just present it to him.
Do you think he'll get out with the good lead that he had in the
I don't know.
lead up?
I don't think he'll change tactics. He raced behind in the Rough Habit, and he raced behind in his previous run here at Eagle Farm, but they'll let him run. Now, whether that's in front or second, if something wants to go silly, but he's shown that he's suited by being allowed to run along at his tempo.
Little bit of money now for Tahunga.
Well, it's Gay Waterhouse, and we just saw Cobain in that race, Pat. Now, he ran 5th in the South Australian Derby, Pat. Went back and was $1.30 favourite and got beaten in Sydney. Another interesting run of Pat's West-South-West. Ran a great race in the SA Derby, went back to Melbourne and ran in a 1,600-metre race last Saturday, Bart, and won. That was
I was very encouraged by that. And he showed in the South Australian Derby he'll run the distance right out and bounce back to the shorter race. I reckon he's got a very good chance of an upset.
Brambles will start your favourite, though, and has been the subject of a good move. West-South-West has been back, $9 into $7.50. As I said, that move for Tahunga at the longer odds, $21 into $16. It's a billionaire second favourite. Let's now go to your caller as we look at those final totes right across the board, and it basically mirrors what is happening here in the ring. But Brambles, will you be your favourite? They're ready at the 2,400-metre start. Here is David Fowler.
Thanks, Pat. And the majority of the field have been loaded for the Derby. Three runners with similar colours here. They're raced in the same owners' interests. Red Shift, Gold Cap, Brambles, White Cap, Victoria, Black Cap. Last few are moving up. It's been a great betting race. Powerful betting race. Brambles running the Derby favourite. 320 the tote, 330 with bookmakers. Best bet was 370. And as I said, there's been a lot of depth to the bettings. A billionaire, 550 to 480. West-South-West, 90 to 750. And Vadavai holds its position at $6. Quintessential at 8. Last few coming up now. Vadavai's moved in. Lecrepitus has gone forward. It looks as though the last runner to move up will be Tahunga. Quintessential's in. Stark contrast. She won the Oaks from Barrier 1 last week. In 7 days' time, there she's running on the opposite side of the track, Barrier 18. Tahunga goes up. Now the big field is set, locked and loaded for the Channel 7 Derby. Red light is switched on, 2,400 metres, classic distance, and they're off and racing. West-South-West on the inside began well. Tunes was well away, as was Post Restant Express Warrior. Here's a charge from out wide. Victoria, Brambles, Tickle all go forward. Isopac and Quintessential even deeper. Tahunga just tucking in behind them, but still a bit deep. Going back to midfield then was Rock the Pack, followed by Billionaire. He'll settle worst of midfield. Ratings on his inside, then Scream Machine. Vadavai is third last, Largo de Barra second last, and Lecrepitus sneak back off the wide gate, drops to the tail end by the 1,800 metres, and the Derby favourite Brambles assumed the role as pacemaker. Led by a length and a half, Tickle went to second, Isopac third, and Quintessential getting in a little closer now. The filly is fourth, one off the fence. 2 lengths away then came West-South-West, a length away Victoria, followed by Tahunga and Red Shift. Dead set midfield on the rail. Tunes just behind them. Then came Post Restant Express Warrior. A pair of roughies next, raining inside of Rock the Pack. And then 2.5 to Billionaire. He's got 4 behind him. Scream Machine, Vadavai, Lecrepitus and Largo de Barra. The Derby field heads towards the 1200 metres. They're at the halfway point, and Rawilla and Brambles, they're in the leading role, and he's settled comfortably too. His margin was 2.5 lengths. Tickled a long shot is second, and Quintessential is third on the outside. 3 to Isopac in fourth, a length to west-southwest. 1 length away, then Victoria, a length to Red Shift, followed by Choose to Hunger's Deep, then Post Reston, Express Warrior, they're stringing out. Then came Raining, Largo de Barra, Rock the Pags, a billionaire. He couldn't shoot them with a gun at this stage. He's a long way back. Then Scream Machine, Vardavai. He's in the same bat as the billionaire. And 3 to Lacrapitus last of all. The Derby favourite, Brambles, is a clear leader. Quintessential, though, she's got him within his sights. She's 2 lengths behind them as they approach the turn. Isopac third, west-southwest getting a move on. Then to Hunger, and Redshift taking the short way home. Pitching inside runs, they're in the straight. And Brambles the leader. Rawilla gave the favourite, it's killed and booted. Quintessential's trying hard, still 2 lengths astern. Then to Hunger, west-southwest and Red Shift. They're in the last 200 metres of the Derby, and it's Brambles in front. He's flat on his feet. Quintessential's going to make a race of it. Brambles in front. Quintessential trying hard. No! Brambles all the way. Brambles from either Quintessential or west-southwest, then to Hunger and Vardavai, followed by Billionaire Raining. Then came at the head of the others Redshift, followed by Scream Machine, then Tunes. Back at the field was Lucrepitus, Post Reston, then Victoria, Largo de Barra, Express Warrior, Rock the Pack, Isopac, and last over the line is Tickled.
Well, they made no secret about the way they were going to do that, as we see Brambles $350 a winner at the favourite, Quintessential and west-southwest, which was always travelling well. So recent good form has shown up here, but boy, that was a win.
They had their chances. He went hard, Brambles. He was tested early, big field. They went, I think, the first 400 metres. They're all trying to get into position, those drawn widely. He maintained his momentum out in front. He can churn out those great sectionals, and they all had their opportunity. The filly ran her heart out, Quintessential. I thought she was terribly bold.
She sure was. I mean, it was just a great derby. I mean, it's hard to lead all the way over 1.5 miles. He's done it again. Peter Moody's just having this most magnificent run. And
won the derby with Riverson in 2008. I think Wayne is down there.
Yes, we've got Peter Moody here. Peter, congratulations on the derby win. A spectacular performance by him.
It was a tough, you know, no frills win on it. He's a strong, fast-running stayer. Brad judged him a treat. And, you know, he's just continued to improve, this bloke. He's just climbed the mountain each time.
Yeah, he seems to have developed into this front-running style now, as he displayed at Doomben. And he had no hesitation in taking him to the front today. Were they the instructions, or were you looking for a little bit of cover?
Just left it totally up to Brad. He knew what he had under him, and I said he had my full support. He's a keen-going horse, and I think Brad's worked out that he gets more out of him without fighting him, and he lets him roll. And you know, he was probably getting a little bit tired at the end, but he was entitled to. He carted them along the whole way at a good solid tempo, so it was a good, strong staying effort.
Filly chasing him in the home straight, and for a moment or two it looked as though she might make a bit of a go of it with him, but he just responded.
He did. It was a real good, tough effort, and you know, guts effort by horse and rider.
Okay, one quick question before we go. She's arrived safely?
Yeah, the big girl's well, so very pleased. First 24 hours has gone better than expected.
Great, great. So she's settled in, the lycra suit's off, she's eating, she's drinking?
Yeah, no, she's got an appetite like mine and drinking just as much as well.
Well, congratulations on the derby win, Pete, and best of luck when you go over with her 2 weeks today.
Thanks, Wayne. All the best.
Good on you, Peter. Peter Moody, Pat.
He doesn't do an interview without a question about black caviar these days, as we confirm the totes. Brambles, $3.50 and $1.90, $2.10 for Quintessential, and $2.80 for West Southwest. They are your numbers, 2, 16 and 5. First Group 1 winner in Queensland for Brad Rawilla. Yep. So, and another favourite, Peter Moody.
And the first, we talked about history today, Pat, right about the first horse to win the Rough Habit, the Grand Prix and the Derby. So he's got that little triple crown, this horse. The first 6 home, I think, were the right 6 in this race. This is a good derby. This form is going to hold up, I reckon, Bart.
I have no doubt of that when you see a horse running along and they're fully tested as stayers, and you see the form horses come to the fore, I think it will stand up in the spring.
He's a good horse to win a Pat. I mean, he's got a great strike rate. He's got a will to win. It's going to be really interesting to see where he is in the next 12 months, this horse. And of course, these are the Menagard colours that were beaten in the protest in the Doomben Cup. Terry Henderson and Simon O'Donnell.
They've had a run.
They've had an incredible run of late. I mean, they put a lot of money into it. They had Bow, who missed the Melbourne Cup by a nose to Viewed. And I reckon, Bart, over the last 4 or 5 months, I don't know how many millions of dollars they've won, but it's been plenty.
You've got to speculate to accumulate, and they've been speculating big time. They've taken a lot of people along for the ride. Great for racing, and the best horse won on the day. I have no doubt about that. He did all the donkey work in front.
Prize money now soaring past the $500,000 up towards the 600,000 there, and Brad Willer, as I said, his first Group 1 winner in Queensland, so a special day for him. Take a break, more the other side of this as we head now towards the feature event, the $1 million Amy Stradbroke Handicap.
Still 2 lengths astern, then Tahunga, west southwest of Redshift. They're in the last 200 metres of the Derby, and it's Brambles in front. He's flat on his feet. Quintessential's going to make a race of it. Brambles in front. Quintessential trying hard. No! Brambles all the way.
Brad, congratulations. Great win by him.
Oh, geez, it was a fantastic effort today. Yeah, obviously he's done everything right this preparation. Everything's just been kept, right on target. And today I just wasn't quite as happy with the rhythm that we had the other day at Doomben. At the 600, look, we got a bit of a breather down the back, but in saying that, the 600 he clicked into gear, and you sort of got to go with a horse like that when they're starting to run. And at the 300 I was worried. I just thought, buddy, we need that. Need to see these guts now. And geez, he lifted. He just right when I thought he can be probably peaking on his run. Yeah. He still ended up winning so strong on the line. Like he's all class there.
Why didn't he feel the same today? Different track.
Different track, and just the other day when because I'd taken the sit the first part behind them two that were sort of just going a bit quick, and I was back a length off him. And then when I slid up inside him, it was just sort of like I give him the rein, and he just got back straight underneath me. Whereas today, going out the straight, he was already going quick, and then I had Jimmy Cassidy sort of come across, and he's seen him, and he sort of just was in a bit more of a, because normally he gets to the front and he just straight away comes back, and it still rolls at a speed, but he just was on the bit a bit harder today, and that just throws more merit into the win, like he just was so strong.
Yeah, strong on the line.
Yeah, he just 2,400 metres, tough derby. It wasn't an ordinary race today. There was a strong field, and you come up trumps. And
nothing quite as exciting for a racegoer than to watch a front-running stayer.
Yeah,
terrific effort.
Nah, thanks. I mean, I've won a couple of derbies and won a lot of good staying races, but I've never had a horse that races this way, and to be involved with Peter Moody and the ODI company of they're just a fantastic group of owners, and it's certainly a great feather in my cap.
You're pretty happy about it, aren't
I'm very excited. Now I've pretty much got a Group 1 in every state. I've won New South Wales, Perth, Adelaide, Melbourne, and now Queensland, which really gives me high satisfaction.
And that was just a bit of brotherly love, was it?
Certainly was. No, look, Nash is he's always behind my career. I'm always behind his. He's I rate him the best in Australia. So when you're getting a pat on the back from him, you've done all right.
Well, he's number 1. You're number 2 today.
Sounds good to me. Mate. Cheers. Thank you.
Christmas presents be all right in the Willer family this year, I think, won't they?
Well, Nash finished 4th in that race on Tahunga. Nash has actually ridden 11 Group 1 winners this season. He's leading the whole of Australia. That's Brad's first for this season, but 14th overall. So the Willer brothers have been outstanding, haven't they?
Look, I think Brad Willer has lived in Nash's shadow, but he's a great rider in his own right. I think that he's as good as any. His temperament's terrific. Nash is the bigger the occasion, the better he rides. But I reckon Brad's underrated. Yep.
It was the Channel 7 Queensland Derby, and we've seen it run and won. We're about to present the prizes.
Thank you very much. We've just seen a great Channel 7 Queensland Derby, spectacular front-running display by Brambles. And to make the presentation to the connections, we have Mr. Max Walters, Managing Director of Channel 7 Brisbane. Max.
Thank you, Wayne. Ladies and gentlemen, wonderful day. The weather's cleared up. Everybody's backing a winner except me, which is fine. Channel 7 is very, very proud to be involved with this carnival, and in particular the Channel 7 Queensland Derby, a time-honoured event won by great horses, and if today's performance is any indication, there's another great horse on the way in the shape of Brambles, trained by that maestro Peter Moody. Congratulations to all connections and to rider Brad Warilla, and thank you for supporting this carnival. It's a wonderful affair, and I hope to see more of you next year. Thank you.